Hey everyone, today is Thursday, September 2nd, 2020. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here and haven't subscribed, I'm going to ask that you take a second to do so. Hit the subscribe button right below. It just helps me so much to stay motivated to want to come back and make content. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know you mean the world to me. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And let's go. So I'm making this video today for you guys in response to a few comments that were left by one viewer on several of my videos, and I'm going to share with you those comments. As you can tell probably by the title of this video, it's not that positive, but here we go because we're going to make it positive. So one of my viewers stated, and I'm going to keep her name anonymous, Instacart are the bottom of the workforce. I think she meant to say Instacart workers are the bottom of the workforce. Okay, I'm being a wise guy, but that's what she called us. Bottom feeders. What? Second comment, you people are demanding and needy. Go find your own items. That was the second comment. Third comment, you guys ready? Grocery store employees loathe Instacart. Do they? Because last time I checked, they're making a lot of money from Instacart. A lot of sales. Okay. Fourth comment. How about not being rude and entitled to grocery store employees? We hide when we see you. There actually might be some truth to that one. I've actually seen some employees hide from Instacart shoppers. But okay, I would like to address these comments. Clearly, this is an angry, disgruntled grocery store worker who has been burned by Instacart shoppers. We do know that there are some shoppers out there who aren't nice. I do know this firsthand because the grocery store workers that I'm friends with, who I've befriended because I'm kind to them, share with me some things that Instacart shoppers have done to them, or how they act in a store, and how they are rude, and how they are aggressive and demanding. I did a specific video about this topic a couple weeks ago for this very reason. I'm going to link that in the description below. If you have a second, go check it out. I talk about the importance of befriending your grocery store employees so that they become your allies and not your enemies. If you're kind to them and you go the distance to say hello and say their name and how are you doing today? Are you having a good day? How was your weekend? Happy Monday? Whatever you need to do, that goes a long way. They will go out of their way to help you, to say hi to you. They won't make your life harder. We've all seen the shoppers out there that aren't kind to employees, and you want to cringe. However, these comments, pretty harsh. I'm like, ouch, yikes. Not gonna lie, it burns a little bit when people call you a bottom feeder. So we know that she has had a bad experience. We know the experiences exist because we've seen them. It is imperative, again, that you are so sweet to everybody that you encounter in the grocery stores because they need your kindness, you guys. We have to be respectful of their time and can't interrupt them when we're trying to find an item. And yes, we know that it's not their job to find our items, but you get a lot further with killing them with kindness and being sweet to them with honey than you would with vinegar. So we probably as a whole should do better, but still, she's grouping us and stereotyping us, and it's not fair for all of those who are busting our behinds every day to help the customers, to make sure that they're serviced effectively, and then to also be sweet to the grocery store workers. So I kind of take offense to this, and you probably do too, because we're not rude people, we're nice. And so the people that are being rude, can you please just stop? Because you're giving everyone else a bad name. Whatever you do though, I want you to know this. Don't think for one single second that this job is not important and that you are a bottom feeder and you're the low man on the totem pole. It's not okay to think that. We are not that. In fact, we're the opposite. We are providing a service to those who are compromised, to the elderly who can't get out and shop, maybe to the mom who had a baby and she's alone and she can't get out. Think of it in a different way. We are providing a service. I had a sweet woman that I did a grocery run last week to, an elderly woman, and she just wanted to chit chat at the door, and it was so sweet. I could tell that the interaction I had with her was probably the only interaction she was going to get all day. So look at it from a different lens. But to call us bottom feeders, no, that is not okay. I just don't want you guys to internalize that and actually think to feel bad about yourselves, because what you are doing is incredible. You guys, it really is a great service. Another thing I want to discuss in this video is to segue over to this is, so a day after that woman put the comment on my feed, another person on the Instacart of America Facebook group stated, does anyone else sometimes say to themselves, where the hell did I go wrong in life? I shop for groceries for people. Okay, this really broke my heart. There is dignity in every job. You are working, you are hustling, you are making it happen, you are not lazy, you are doing the best you can every day. This isn't a job that you should look down on. In fact, again, it's the opposite. You're providing a service. There is reward for people who shop for the people who can't. It's just a matter of changing your mindset. Honestly, the joke's on people that don't do gig work. They're missing out. And you know what? They just don't understand. I'm a firm believer, and if people knew better, if they know better, they'll do better. They don't know, you guys. So don't put your head down. And I'm sure the majority of us aren't, and we're defending this gig. No matter what gig you do, it's all gig economy work. You should defend it. You should be proud of yourself. There's dignity in what you're doing. You're working, you're providing, you're paying your mortgage. Holy cow. Not only is it a great service that we're providing as Instacart shoppers, flexibility. You don't have a boss. You're not being micromanaged. You're not being told, okay, now it's time to go on your 15-minute break, but make sure you're back in 14 minutes. You don't have that, you guys. You have complete control over your day. You can make as much money or as little money as you want. You decide. No one else can decide for you. There's nothing worse than being micromanaged. I cannot work like that, and I'm sure you guys can't either, which is why you're doing this job. You get to choose your day, what your day looks like. If you have a headache, you don't have to go to work. Granted, you won't get paid, but you know what I mean. Don't let anyone belittle you. And more importantly, don't belittle yourself. There are degreed and non-degreed people doing this side hustle. I know people who do this, who have doctorate degrees. They are no better than anyone else. So the fact that people are belittling themselves because they're an Instacart shopper, it's probably, if you're not proud of what you do, there's plenty of other things you can do to make yourself proud. I'm in the same boat. How many times have all of you approached somebody that you knew and they're like, what have you been doing? And you tell them you're Instacart shopping and they go, wait, what? What? You're shopping for groceries for people? I'm like, yes, I am, and it's the best thing I've ever done. You should try it. Holy cow. And I just go on and tell them why I love it. I lost 10 pounds, actually 15 pounds. I make this amount of money. You guys, I average $40 an hour and work part-time. Incredible, incredible money for anybody. I know accountants that have lost their job and are doing this as a side hustle. There is no shame in this game. And if anyone makes you feel like it, cut them out. Cut out the negativity. Don't listen to them. Don't internalize it. You guys are doing a great job and providing a great service. It just breaks my heart that you would think otherwise. And listen, not to talk about me, but before I did Instacart, before I stumbled upon Instacart, I was a full-time seller on Poshmark. Before that, I was a full-time seller on eBay. I went from eBay to Poshmark. Why is Poshmark considered glamorous? At the end of the day, you're buying used clothing at thrift shops where you don't know where this clothing has been, and you're upcharging and selling it. but there's pride in that. And I'm not bashing selling online because I did it and it works. And maybe that would be something you would rather do, but why is there dignity in that? And we're considered bottom feeders. Like, don't let yourself get hung up on that. There's no overhead with Instacart. You don't have piles of clutter sitting in your house that you have to wait to be listed. There's no risk of investment. I would purchase hundreds of dollars of clothing and would have to wait for it to sell. I still was able to manage a nice living with Poshmark, but not like this, not like this. So don't, you can put as much sugar as you want on selling online, eBay and Poshmark and Etsy, but it's still, maybe not Etsy because it's more of a creative space, but it's still selling trash. Sorry, that's what it is. But if that's what you want to do, I'm not penalizing you for that. I think it's great because I did it, and I'm just saying I get so sick of people degrading other people for shopping for people's groceries. Like, we are doing such a great thing, and I'm proud of it, and I will defend it to the day I die. Yes, Instacart has its flaws, but everything does, you guys. Everything does. And I'm just trying to help you to not take it personally. And I noticed that other people on the comment were responding to her like, hey, don't paint us all with the same paintbrush. It's true. At the same time, as a whole, Instacart shoppers, we do need to probably do a little bit better so that we're represented and treated fairly, so that we don't have this stigma attached to us. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, I'm laughing all the way to the bank every day. And again, the flexibility with this gig and the fact that we're helping people, it's just great. And luckily on this, I was happy to see on this thread that this woman posted about, is this really what my life has become? I'm shopping for people's groceries. Everybody was coming at her with positivity and saying, listen, this is what this has done for me. I paid off my student loan. I was able to buy a car. I was able to help my children. I was able to pay my mortgage. I was able to pay for my kids' classes, whatever. They went on and on. Like, this is what it does. So just be happy that you have an opportunity and you have the health to be able to do it. We do put ourselves at risk. We do. We go into stores, not to mention we're on the road all the time. Who knows what can happen? So we are putting ourselves at risk. This is not a bottom feeder job, you guys. So that comment really did bother me for a couple reasons. Number one is because we're not. Don't think of it like that. And number two is she's stating this because there are Instacart shoppers out there, unfortunately, who aren't being as lovely as they should, right? So again, if you don't love Instacart and if you're not proud to tell people you do it, then it's probably time to walk away. There's so many other resources that you could be looking into. I know the job market is tough right now, but if you look hard enough, you will find. Don't be stuck. Just don't be stuck. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about this video today. I'm actually, speaking of making money on Instacart, my daughter is flying in to visit me, and we are going to go to Newport, Rhode Island and ferry over to Martha's Vineyard, which I've never been. I love my job. I love Instacart. It provides me great flexibility to be able to do this. So I'm actually taking a break this week from Instacart just to do other things. But don't worry, I'm going to come back with a huge goal and with a vengeance and get ready to go into the fall season making money, providing great content for you guys. So speaking of me going away, I mean, I live on the East Coast, but we're still going to do some fun things, some excursions, of course, with our masks on. If you're interested in seeing a little bit of Martha's Vineyard and Newport, Rhode Island, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to do like a vlog of the area and, some fun creative things. If you don't, that's fine too. I just was kind of curious if you guys were interested in that. But if not, I'll be back next week. Have a wonderful holiday weekend. Hope all of you are making your goals and staying positive. And if you're not at a 5-star, just working hard to get your 5-star back, because it really does make a difference. If you're not happy, looking into other platforms. And that's it. You guys are awesome. Don't forget it. Don't let anyone tell you you're not. And to the viewer who called us bottom feeders, I'm sorry that you've had a bad experience, but the majority of us are really good human beings, and I wish you wouldn't have to say those things to another human being. So that's it. But I get it. You're entitled to your opinion. Certainly not going to lose sleep over it, and I hope you guys don't as well. So that's it. I will be in touch very soon. Chat with you guys later. Bye bye.